Good afternoon. I'm Mary Frank Brown with the Alabama Department of Environmental Management. I'm the designated hearing officer for this hearing. I would like to welcome each of you to the hearing today. The subject of this hearing is the proposed revisions to ADEM Administrative Code Division 335-16. Notice of the date, time, place, and purpose of this hearing was published in the Birmingham News, the Huntsville Times, and the Mobile Press Register, and the Montgomery Advertiser on November 21st, 2021. Copies of the certifications of these publications are submitted for the hearing record as Exhibits C-1 through C-4. On November 19th, 2021, the department also caused the same notice to be sent to 2,646 individuals and organizations requesting advance notice of rulemaking. A listing of the individuals and organizations notified will be entered into the hearing record as Exhibit C-5. A copy of the proposed rules was filed with the Administrative Procedure Division of the Legislative Service Agency, and a copy was furnished to the Joint Committee on Administrative Regulations review on November 18th, 2021. A copy of the notice was also published in the Alabama Administrative Monthly, Volume 20, Issue 2, on November 30th, 2021. These facts are attested to by Othni Lantham, Director of the Legislative Services Agency, by affidavit, which is submitted for the hearing record as Exhibit C-6. Copies of the proposed rules have been available for inspection by the public at ADEM field offices in Birmingham, Mobile, and Decatur, and ADEM offices in Montgomery. The proposed regulation changes have also been available on the ADEM internet site at adem.alabama.gov. A copy of the proposed rules is submitted for the hearing record as Exhibit B-1. A copy of the summary of reasons supporting adoption of rules is submitted for the hearing record as Exhibit B-2. The department has given public notice of these rulemaking proceedings. To date, no written comments have been received. This hearing is being conducted to provide the public an opportunity to present data, views, questions, and arguments on the proposed rules. It is open to the public, and anyone wishing to present oral testimony or a written statement may do so. Persons who have not previously advised the hearing officer of their intent to give oral testimony should complete a registration card and present it to the representative at the registration table. All verbal and written comments received today and during the public notice period will become part of the hearing record. The information in the record will be used in evaluating the proposed rules. Lengthy statements containing considerable technical or other significant data should be submitted for the record in writing. Summaries of such statements may be presented orally. All testimony and written statements should be as factual as possible and should address the subject of this hearing. This hearing is not intended as a question and answer session, and persons giving testimony will not be subject to questioning by the public. They may, however, be questioned by the hearing officer or other representative of the Department of Environmental Management to clarify points and to develop a better understanding of the information being presented. We will now proceed to the principal purpose of today's hearing, the receipt of public comments. I would ask that each person making a statement please step to the podium, state your name, and any interest or organization that you represent. This hearing is being recorded by a court reporter, and a transcript will be included in the public record. The order of appearances of persons giving oral testimony will be as follows. First, a representative of the Department of Environmental Management, then public officials, then members of the public in the order that they filed registration cards to give oral testimony. I now call on Cletus Stallworth, Chief of the Environmental Service Branch Land Division.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Cliff Stallworth. I am the Chief of the Alabama Department of Environmental Management's Land Division's Environmental Services Branch. I will give a brief summary of the reasons for the proposed revisions to the ADEM Administrative Code Division 16 regulations. The Alabama Environmental Management Act, Section 22-22A, Code of Alabama 1975 as amended, gives to the Department of Environmental Management the authority to adopt rules, regulations, and standards to carry out Chapter 22A's provisions and objectives. Section 41-22-4 of the Administrative Procedures Act mandates that each agency adopt rules of practice describing the nature and requirements of all formal and informal procedures available. The ADEM Administrative Code Division 335-16 is being revised to remedy a number of typographical and citation errors in the current regulations. In addition, text referencing Division 5 environmental covenants has been added. The goal of today's hearing is to provide an opportunity for the public feedback on the proposed revisions. The department encourages your feedback on this process, and it will evaluate all technical suggestions before reaching a final decision on these regulations revisions. In addition, the department will respond to each comment and those who request special notice of our decision. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I will now call on the public officials, followed by members of the public, in the order in which they filed registration cards to give oral testimony. I would ask that each person make a statement. Please step to the podium, state your name and any interest or organization that you represent. I am requesting that everyone limit your comment to 5 minutes, since I have asked for lengthy statements to be submitted in writing. If anyone feels they would like to make additional comments, I will appropriate more time after everyone in attendance has had a chance to speak. I'll now call on any public officials that would like to make a comment. Since there's no public officials here, I will now call on the general public according to the registration cards. Since I have not received any registration cards of anyone indicating that they wish to speak, is there anyone who has not had a chance to complete a card who wishes to speak at this time? Let the record reflect that there is no response. The final hearing record will include a transcript of this hearing, all written submissions and exhibits, and a response by the department to each relevant comment received by the hearing officer before 5 p.m. Thursday, January 6, 2022, at the ADEM offices in Montgomery. After consideration of all oral and written comments, ADEM will make a determination regarding possible revisions to the proposed rules and prepare a response to all relevant comments received. When a final decision has been made, ADEM will forward the final draft of the proposed rules, as may be revised, the hearing record, and if controlling views are submitted, a concise statement of the principal reason for and against adoption of the proposed rules and the reasons for all overruling any consideration urged against their adoption to the Environmental Management Commission for its consideration and possible adoption. Once complete, this record will be available for public inspection in the office of the Department of Environmental Management in Montgomery. Thank you for your attendance and participation today. This hearing is adjourned.